The fastest way to get over a narcissist or to avoid narcissists and toxic people in the future is to raise your standards. And if you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock, and welcome to another episode of A Self-Aware Narcissist, Me Explains. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about just that, how to avoid narcissists and toxic people in the future and how to get rid of the ones you have right now. Thank you, like and subscribe. The most efficient way to avoid a lot of narcissists and toxic people is by simply raising your standards. And if you're new here, I'm a narcissist. I actually have narcissistic personality disorder. So many people ask me, like, how do I avoid narcissists? How do I keep them out of my life? How do I stop attracting them and choosing them? How? Raise your standards. Start setting boundaries and things like that. By raising your standards, I mean stop forgiving people for things that they would not forgive you for. They lie to you on the first or second date. Cut them off. They manipulate you or try to gaslight you. Cut them off. They treat other people badly in front of you for no reason. Cut them off. Raise your standards on what you are willing to accept in life, and typically toxic people will not meet those standards. You notice I said typically because some people will absolutely try to become whoever you need them to be to manipulate you into giving them a chance or whatnot. You got to stop tolerating and accepting the bare minimum from people that would not accept it from you. That is not how equitable relationships work. So raise those standards. Raise your standards. So I got that saying right there, that phrase from Tony Robbins. Like, I'm not here talking to you without Tony Robbins being part of my journey. So I'm a Tony Robbins fan, supporter, follower, whatever you want to call me. I'm a Tony Robbins stan. I'm part of if Tony Robbins had a beehive like Beyonce, I'm part of Tony Robbins' beehive. I'm Tony Robbins Swiftie. What do you call it? I'm a barb. Nicki Minaj fans are called barbs. I'm a barb for Tony Robbins. But seriously, I know. All jokes aside, though, raising your standards is it's the most efficient way to avoid narcissistic people. Now, I don't just mean when I say raise your standards, I think people automatically assume that I'm talking about financial standards and things like that. You can get a rich, toxic ass narcissist, y'all. It's not about just financial standards. Raising your standards is a huge phrase for me because it means raising your all around the things that you are willing to accept, the things that you are willing to allow, the things or the people that you are willing to allow access to you. You see what I'm saying? The red flags you are not willing to overlook, the red flags, the warning signs that you're not willing to ignore. So if you meet a person and they tell you if they tell you eventually that they don't take care of their kids, they have abandoned all of their kids. Their kids don't mean anything to them. Like, my baby mama keep me from my kids. My baby's father, my son's father, then my ex-husband just will not let me see the kids. And this is and I'm not fighting for them. I give up. That to me, I know everybody's situation is different, but that to me, in and of itself, is a red flag. That shows, to me, that shows something. Raise your standards. Cut this person out. It's just like, do you want to deal with the possibility of this person being a deadbeat, toxic ass mom or dad? Think about it from that perspective right there. That's one way to raise your standards, because rich people can do that. Rich people can abandon their kids. Famous people can abandon their kids. Famous people don't try to see their kids. You see what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with money, or very little to do with money when I'm talking about raising your standards. Raise your standards mean if they lie to you, you catch them in a lie. Early on in the relationship, you cut that person the hell out of your life. You no longer allow them access to you anymore because they don't deserve access to you anymore. You've raised your standards and they've fallen below the line. They've fallen below the line. Your line used to be down here, right? One little lie in the beginning, you forgive, right? The lie just floats away correctly, and that one lie turns into 10 lies, and you waste 10 years of your life. So guess what happens now? That one little lie, you raise your standards, is below the standard now. One lie, out. They don't meet the line. The lie drowns them out. This is the water line right here, y'all. The lie is below the water line, the standard line now. The lie is drowned out. Crossing a boundary, drowned out. Hey, I don't kiss on the first date. Wait, you don't want to kiss me on the first date? I thought we were vibing together. I thought I felt a spark in my pants. So you don't want to kiss me? No, you're beneath my line. You're beneath the standard line. Bye-bye. No. You see? Yeah. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm dead serious. Please forgive me about the finger puppets. But like the line, your standard line is talking. But I'm saying it has to talk to you. You're raising your standards. This line of standards is your conscience now. Your conscience won't allow you to do it. This is your intuition. Your intuition is talking. Listen to it. It's talking to you in your ear. This person is beneath your standard. It's like a damn ventriloquist. It's like a doll. The ventriloquist doll. Raise your standards. No, you don't move your mouth. Raise your standards. Raise your standards, y'all. I mean, leave at the first transgression, the first boundary violation, the first cheat, the first manipulation, the first gaslighting, the first not responding to you, the first ghosting, the first no response. I'm just telling y'all, if you start cutting this stuff out, you will waste a lot less time on toxic ass people. Because one thing, I do my one-on-ones over Zoom. I still do those, y'all. I do my one-on-ones over Zoom. And one of the main things that I hear repeatedly, y'all, is I should have left earlier. I knew this was wrong. My gut was telling me that this was wrong, and I just didn't believe it. Raising your standards is listening to your intuition, trusting your gut to allow you to know there are other people out there for you to choose from. There are other people that can validate you. First of all, you got to look for that inner validation, that self-validation, that self-love. We're looking for the self-love. I have the self-love journal on Amazon for that, y'all. Search Lee Hammock self-love on Amazon for that. But raising your standards of self-love, people don't, if they don't meet it, if they don't match it, if they don't meet your energy, if they don't meet your standards, you don't allow them in. If they don't meet your financial standards, don't allow them in. If they don't reach your mental standards, don't allow them in. If they don't reach your sports team standard, I don't care what, whatever you feel like you don't have to allow, you don't have to allow. I don't care what you see on the internet. I don't care what you see on TV. I don't care what you see on a podcast or YouTube channel. What the hell you see? Your standards are your standards. You don't have to lower your standards for somebody else, because when you lower your standards, if somebody is down here and you are up here, your standards is up here, and just because you like them or you're physically attracted to them, guess what? You lower your standards and you allow a toxic ass person to run over top of you and mess and ruin your damn life. You allow them to do that to you. You see what I'm saying? You have to empower yourself, because if you don't, you're going to lose a lot. You're going to lose a lot more than you gain. You just are. And that's why I tell people all the time that you are going to ruin your life waiting around for people to change. Waiting around for people to allow you to manipulate them. It's just going to happen, y'all. It's just going to raise your standards. Who cares if your standards are too high? You're never going to meet somebody. I met myself. I love myself enough to understand what I need and what I deserve. I'm not lowering my standards for anybody. Because as soon as you lower your standards, you let a toxic ass bum in there, and there can be, when I say bum, I don't just mean no money. I mean no personality, no respect, no affection, no love. I'm talking about, that's what I mean by a bum. You can have financial bums, you can have emotional, physical bums. If you stop letting bums into your life, you will win a lot more. Just because you find somebody cute, okay, they reached my standard of attractiveness, but everything else is below the line. So let me go down here to meet them down here. Stop meeting people where they are. Make them meet you where you are. Make them meet you where you are. Stop going downstairs to meet people. Make them come upstairs to see you. You have the higher ground. In a battle, you want the higher ground. You want to be able to take shots at people beneath you. You don't want to go down here and fight on their level. Why would you do that? No commander or no general in an army is going to say, hey, we're at the top of the hill. Let's go down there and fight them on their level. Nobody would say that. So why would you do that in their dating life? Why would you do that in your relationship life? Why would you do that in your family life? Not just intimate relationships. This can be familiar relationships. This can be family dynamics. You see what I'm saying? Why would you go downstairs to meet them down here when you already have the higher ground? But y'all, if y'all seen Star Wars, I don't know how many people I got to watch Star Wars on here, but you remember when Anakin was fighting Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Anakin was running his mouth. Anakin was like, I must destroy you. And Obi-Wan Kenobi's like, Anakin, stop. I have the higher ground. And then what Anakin say? You underestimate my power. Anakin tried to do a front flip. Obi-Wan took his legs and his arm off. left him down there, he fell into the lava, but somebody come and save him. When you have the higher ground, you are winning. Stop going down. When I say raise your standards, I mean stop meeting people where they are. Make them meet you where you are. That's what I see this happen so much, y'all. Where y'all, a lot of people out here go out here and they reach out. They like, you see somebody that you feel like has potential. Stop dating on potential, because when you date on potential, guess what happens? You lose the higher ground. You go downstairs and you try to bring them upstairs with you, and guess what happens? They yank that arm back down and they pull you down with them. Raise your standards. Keep them there. Stop allowing them to come back into your life over and over again and manipulate you and just ruin your life, y'all. I'm telling you. Goose fraba. What you allow is what will continue, y'all. Anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning into another episode. I really, truly appreciate every single one of y'all. I'm super thankful for y'all. Like I said, the Self-Love Journal is on Amazon. Search Lee Hammock Self-Love on there. The Self-Love brand is the link is in the description for this. The I Love Me. This is the I'm Good version. When they try to come back into your life, I'm good. There you go. Like and subscribe for more. Super thankful. Mental Illness is out. Peace.